Hey everyone, Tuesday update, Tony George, DocSports.com. Yes, we went simplistic with the background here. Mrs. George and I had varying opinions on how we're going to do that, so I just stuck this up here for now because the three things I love: football, signed Dan Marino helmet; rock and roll guitars, 80s metal type stuff; and of course, DocSports.com. Kind of covers everything I like anyway. So we're going to stick with that for a little bit and keep it simplistic. We're going to get to a free play for you here, give you a podcast update today. Have a big day in podcasting. And we're going to get you another free play winner. The D-backs got it done last night for you. The Royals got it done for your 7-unit play last night on the run line. Whew. Close shave, we'll take it. We got an even better one for you today with going back-to-back sevens. Yeah, on a two-pack tonight. We'll tell you about that in a minute. Let's get to your free play. That's why you're all here. Houston Astros doing what the Houston Astros do. Start to win a lot of games this time of year. And racking up a bunch of runs. 9 out of their last 10. Here we go. Taking on Boston, tight one last night. Going to be a tight one tonight. Houston minus 130, total 8.5. I think that total might be a little suspect. There's a weasel in the woodpile somewhere with that. But the one thing that I look at this time of year in Major League Baseball, and the one thing that gets teams into the wild card hunt, gets teams into the playoffs, and gets them more wins than losses, is the bullpen. And we got to start really looking at bullpens now and how they're performing, because that's going to be the benchmark for most of these teams. You have the greatest starter in the world, bullpen come in and blow it for you. How many times that happened to you guys out there betting baseball? You know, had them by the short and curlies, ready to go, put it to bed, boom. 4 runs in the 8th and 9th, or 5 runs combined. Oh, you know, and that the latter stages of the game, when you start looking at box scores, I start check marking who's scoring against who in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. That's where your handicapping needs to be focused a lot of the time. You can look at slugging percentage and on-base percentage and all these different things, and starter rotation ERAs and all those different things. It comes down to bullpen. Does. Boston doesn't have one. Houston does, and Houston's got hitters. You take a look at the starters in this game on the overall ERA. Blanco taking on Pivetta. I don't trust Pivetta on the road. He got a 4.49 overall ERA, and Houston's starter, Blanco, has a 2.89. Now, he has not performed that well in his last 5 starts. He has over a 4 ERA. So then you got to look at the bullpens, last 3. Let's take a look at them. Houston's bullpen, 2.45 ERA, Boston's 6.89. That's death to Smoochie, especially on the road, against a good hitting team with the better starter. Although he's not in great form, he's still the better starter. Backed by a better bullpen. Against a team with a bad bullpen who likes to give it up late behind a less than average starter. And we all know both teams can hit right-handers real well in this matchup. I mean, it's going to be a tight game. But at days in, I'll take the home team, minus 130. Give me the Astros here. I think they get it in late against them. Yeah, I really do, just like last night. Give me Houston on the minus 130 money line. As I mentioned over at Doc Sports, we have a 7-unit play going back-to-back days. Got a strong 7-unit position and a 4-unit run line system play. Now, the Royals last night were a run line system play. Been doing this all year long. We're up $15,335 to the good for a $100 player. That's the hype. Okay, we also have a WNBA 4-unit best bet, and we also have a 2-pack of Major League Baseball pitcher props tonight. Passed last night, won a big 4-unit one underdog plus 120 on Sunday. So let's get back at it. In the prop department, we're looking forward to NFL props, I might add, too. We're going to do them in the regular season, obviously. I started using a guy who's a buddy of mine out in Vegas who's a big fantasy guy. I mean, like fantasy on DraftKings and FanDuel and all these guillotine leagues, all this stuff. He does it basically for a living, and he's extremely good at it. And he's jumping in this year with me to help me with the NFL props. He threw me some bones last year. We got a little partnership going for the NFL props this year, which is really going to be a nice addition to our football schedule in terms of putting out college and pro picks. We're also going to be really honed in on these NFL props. There's a lot of money to be made there, and we're going to take advantage of it. On the podcast today, Matt Humans joins me. Matt is the host of VSiN Tonight, VSIN.com, VSiN. Broadcasts out of the Circus Sportsbook in the VSiN studios there each and every night, along with Wes Reynolds, a super good guy, super sharp guy as well. All things sports, great in football. His golf stuff and Wes's golf stuff is off the chart. We're going to interview Matt, get some season win totals for you today. We are going to delay the launch of the Gridiron Six-Pack a week. Some logistical things going on that we didn't want to rush it. There's plenty of time, plenty of football, so we're going to launch that next week. We'll give you updates for that, myself and Griffin Murphy. That's the show that went 68% against the spread last year for free. Over 100 games given out. Can't find it anywhere. I know you're all excited to get it rolling, so are we. We'll get it rolling. I'll be heading out to Vegas tomorrow. We'll do an update in the morning before I catch a plane. And I'll be out there for an undisclosed amount of time. Haven't decided yet, but nonetheless, I'll be out there. Super contest weekend at the Circa, the Survivor, the Circa Millions, the Westgate contest as well. Probably have a little bit of involvement in both those, all three of those contests. And be doing, speaking of Matt Humans and VSiN, I'll be doing a show Friday night at 8:30. They're in the studio live. So if you're in town for contest weekend, swing by. I'll be around all weekend. Looking forward to it. Let's put them to bed tonight. Get them in the win column, as we like to say.